Hello, I am Pat, and this is my Prakakata about digital literacy. During our class, I did a blog on Madden Ultimate Team. For those of you that don't know, Madden Ultimate Team is basically football cards meets fantasy football meets video game. In class, we watched and read many things about digital literacy that were a great help to my blog. Twitter's Light and Pocket were of much help during this process. Many times, these sources would serve as a bookmark or inspiration for my blog. They all served a valuable function during this process to help me stay on top of the Ultimate Team world. Video games are becoming shockingly even more popular with the help of YouTube and Twitch. These sites give gamers a platform to showcase their knowledge and skills. In the Ultimate Team community, many gamers use the game for more purposes than their own personal entertainment. To quote Kirby Ferguson, everything is a remix. For example, I played a kid in Madden who ran this one play every time I'd run cover 3 defense. I later learned what he was doing and tweaked it for a video to send out to others so they could learn too from what I was learning. I was using the practice mode in the video not for practice but for the purpose of showing the world how to be effective against cover 3. So it is fair to say I created a remix by using the practice mode in Madden for something other than practice. I used it to teach the world something that I was taught.
As Sherry Turkle said in Who Am I, the internet links millions of people in new spaces that are changing the way we think and the way we form communities. In Ultimate Team, the game acts as one giant community because in order to get players, people need to buy packs, and if people don't buy packs, then the community would pretty much be non-existent. Take, for example, there could be somebody in St. Louis who gets the rare 24-hour DeMarco Murray card, and a guy in Philly who just completed the Tavon Austin set that is also super rare. These two could pretty much have a conversation over Twitter and discuss a trade that they could make, assuming they are fans of their respected cities. Communities in MUT are fantastic. There is this one Twitter called MUT Crew. I use their Twitter whenever I am away from the game and want to see what new content has been released. Time and time again, they've saved me the convenience of having to be near my console in order to know what is currently new in Ultimate Team. It will become our memory. Kevin Kelly says, it will become our memory, speaking of the computer. I believe in a way it already has. We are human. We're going to forget. I don't expect someone who saw my post on Twitter to remember Pimo228.com. I'm sure the vast majority of you will forget this name by the end of this video as well. However, you don't have to. If you like what you saw about my Road to the Playoffs rundown, about what sets are worth doing, you can either bookmark it or go back into your history and search for it, or even throw me a follow on Twitter. The computer is crucial as it helps make things easier by storing the information for you. Yeah, Pocket has been crucial to me throughout this process. I can't tell you the number of times I saw an article on Twitter that I don't have the time to read but want to come back to because I think it would be a very good article for my blog. Thankfully, this app allows you to store articles that you don't have time to read at that very moment and come back to later. Time and time again, I am thankful for the follow and the subscribe buttons on sites. It allows us to stay up to date with what's current and what's going on with these companies and individuals. On my first blog, I speak of a guy, ZFarls. He pretty much inspired me into doing this. His YouTube tutorials have helped me and thousands of others. Which brings me to my next point made by Rheingold, which is online participation. If you know how to do it, it can translate into real power. She is absolutely correct. ZFarls is a prime example of this. He went from someone who was just making YouTube videos to someone who became the face of Madden gaming for Electronic Arts to appearing on the NFL Network this year. ZFarls is someone who understands digital literacy, and that has helped him achieve much success in this respective field. I modeled my blog format after him, and I hope one day to be able to get to where he's at, and I realize that participation is key. You need to keep up with the current content going on in your game and make sure to just stay on top of relevant data for your stuff. In order to help achieve success, I'll need to take the advice of Cynthia Self in Literacy and Technology Linked, which is literacy is no longer our business. Literacy and technology are, or so they must become. Technology is crucial in order to have success in the digital world. You need to adapt. In high school, I ran a blog. I wasn't too digital literate back then, so I was just happy to see images in it. But now, with these tools that I've gathered and learned over this past semester, I'm now able to make my blog not only look professional, but I am able to also have it seem professional as I have screenshots straight from the game along with videos. These are a whole new way to get my point across. Technology is a big part of this world. If you want to have success, you need to keep up with what trends are currently in. Twitch.com, as I mentioned earlier in my blog, is a very big platform. I've only done it a handful of times. I once played Z-Files in front of over 1,000 people, but not to get too derailed, that is what's in right now. People want live streams, so in order to help yourself, you need to do what trends are currently in. If you have success, then you can eventually start directing people to your blog posts, and then after that, that'll spike your views and overall help your brand. Keeping up with the latest trends is crucial if you want to have success in this field. Ultimately, what it comes down to is digital literacy. If you stay on top of that, you can achieve success. Staying up to date with the current content and what is going on in your community is vital to achieving success. All the people I wrote about in my blog have those exact things in common. Digital literacy is very vital in all of this. If you understand how digital devices work, and if you stay up to date with what's currently going on in said digital devices, you can have a lot of success in this world, in this field. So as long as you are willing to put in the time and the work to learn about these devices and what they're capable of and what is currently trending in your field, you can achieve success as well. I appreciate you guys listening. I hope you enjoyed.